We're about to record. You gotta be quiet, okay? Since you didn't sleep for nap time. Say hi. Hello. Hello. But you are tired. Hello, Crystal here. Welcome back to the Naptime Millionaire, or welcome to the Naptime Millionaire channel. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for taking time out of your day to watch this, especially if you're watching this during nap time. I know nap time is like gold in our hands, right? Because we just don't know what to do with the time. So here at this channel, I encourage you as a mom to look at your nap time differently. Obviously, it's the time that your kids go down for a nap, which could be 2 to 3 hours. And it could be different times of the day. You know what time your child naps, but you also know that they can nap any time of the day, right? And so the purpose of that is to use the time wisely, the 2 to 3 hours, to position yourself to create multiple streams of income, to create freedom for your family, financial freedom, but time freedom, freedom to do whatever you choose to do with your family, and also to create stability for your family and just reach the goals, whatever it is that you desire to do that requires you to do that financially. We need money to do a lot of things these days, right? So I'm here just sharing resources and tips about multiple streams of income, setting up businesses, things you can do during this time management, and just look at nap time differently. It could be free time, but it can be a free time to position yourself to live that dream life with your family, right? So if I haven't said this already, I'm Crystal. Thanks for being here. So today I want to talk about product-based business versus service-based business, or should I do both? So there is a possibility to do both businesses, but if you feel like you just want to offer one, that is totally okay too, because some people may feel like, how in the world can I do both during nap time? It's only 2 to 3 hours per day, but it all depends on your goals and what you do right now, the knowledge that you have, maybe the skills that you already have. You may have been a working mom and now you're at home, or it just all depends on your situation. But I'm going to go from my experience and what I do. So I'm going to start with product-based business. So for me, I am currently doing a digital product business, but I'm also doing a physical product, like handmade business, like in the handmade industry, right? I had to think about my words. So I'll start with the product based. So for the product based, I had a lip gloss here. My daughters and I, we have a lip gloss business, and my daughters are young. They're between the ages of 9 and 1 years old. So obviously my 1 year old doesn't do much, but she's definitely walking around here putting on lip gloss all day because she sees it everywhere around the house, because it's our lip gloss that we make. And so she's always putting it on. She it goes on her lips, and that's her. She's the tester for our business. She lets us know if our lip gloss is good or not, right? And I believe it is, because she's doing it all day if she can. But my 9 year old, my 6 year old, and my 3 year old are involved in the business, and we started this 3 years ago. We have been on and off with it, and so it's more of a part-time thing for us, but we make handmade lip gloss and we really enjoy it. And so how I run that business is on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Those are the days for us to work on our lip gloss business. We make lip gloss, we create content, I do posting, of course. I kind of go on the website, freshen up things, I check for orders and things like that. That only requires us to run this business 2 to 3 hours a day. Like, we're not making lip gloss all day long, because I love to include them in this business, which is why it's part-time. Now, as we grow, it's going to require more, but I know as we grow, we have to put in more work. But because my daughters are in school right now, our schedule is Tuesday and Thursday. So even when they go back to school, because summer break is almost over for us, we'll still stick to that Tuesday and Thursday schedule. And after school, we'll check for orders. We'll make lip gloss if we can, which we will one day. One of the Tuesday or Thursday out of the week, we make lip gloss, and we'll create content depending on how they feel when they come home from school. So I really enjoy this business, and I wanted to have this business because it teaches my girls and my son too about entrepreneurship. He's not really involved in the business, but he's definitely a numbers guy. Like, he's good with numbers and math. So I let him know, like, we're going to need you to be a part of the team somehow for us. Okay. We're going to need your brain, you and dad, because they are like math. They are good with the numbers. So it teaches everybody in the home entrepreneurship. It's a family-based business. Everybody helps out in the way that they can, but obviously it's me and my girls. We have our hands in it the most. So what we do is we'll make lip gloss, we'll check inventory, we'll make lip gloss to make sure we have enough in stock. We don't make too much, so it's just not sitting around, but we make enough to have it where it's available to sell. And we're actually about to transition our business to be able to kind of level up our profit margins on the business. So I'll be sharing more about that as we do that. But that is our product-based business. So we do that part-time, and I really enjoy it because I love that the time that I get to spend with my children. But there are so many different ideas out there for product-based businesses, especially if you're in the handmade industry and there's something out there that you can make or you enjoy making and you know you can sell it, then do that. That can be a product-based business, but they're a product-based business. I'm going too fast. But there are also other product-based businesses. Maybe you're into jewelry or fashion or other types of makeup. You may want to, there's just so many different things. You may want to create something and make a product and sell it yourself. That takes a lot more time, but it's still a business you can run part-time. Just all depends on how you set it up. So obviously products are something that is physically in our hands. The next product-based business will be digital products, right? And we hear this so much these days because of the technology we have in the world that we're in. Something like if you have an iPad and you write on your iPad like I do. I have an iPad with the Apple Pen, so I'm writing on that all the time. So I have purchased digital planners. Now, I used to be a planner girl where I would buy the happy planners and all the stickers and stuff like that, and then I realized, like, this is just not for me. Okay, I like it, make it look pretty, but I don't use it. So I have bought digital planners, like a full year planner, and I put it on my iPad and I write in it. That's a digital planner. Somebody had to make that for me to buy it, and I believe the first one that I've ever bought, I bought it for about $20. And this is passive income. So if you go on Etsy or Pinterest, you'll see so many different digital product ideas. They got checklists and e-guides and digital books. And what else have I bought myself? Digital product. I bought a pre-made website for one of my businesses off of Etsy. So these are digital products. Like, if you think about pre-made website, if you're into design or graphic design and you know how to do these things, like I paid, I think, $55 for a pre-made website, and it just came straight to my inbox. And I received a message from the person that made it, just kind of giving me an update of how to download it, how to use it, and things like that. But all in all, it was passive because all I was scrolling, I was looking for that, and so I bought it. And so this is what digital products are. But you also have things out there like budget planners and saving trackers and so many different things that are out these days that can be bought digitally and be set up passively. So you don't have to necessarily be available or you show your face so much for these products. And that may be something that you prefer to do. Now, my digital-based product in the future for this channel specifically will be things like planners and checklists and just different products as I go along. But also, I'm rewriting a book that I wrote a few years ago, and I'm going to have that available as well as a digital product, or it can be bought as a physical book. So that'll be another product-based income stream that I'll have. But for the most part, it's passive, and I do recommend that you have a passive income stream set up because you want income coming in that you don't have to work so hard for it. Obviously, during nap time, you don't have a lot of time. So you want to set up businesses that will bring in passive income for you. All right, so let's get into service-based business. So what I do as far as a service-based business is I offer services in the financial industry. I am a licensed insurance agent. I am a certified financial educator or coach, and I am also a certified bookkeeper, and I'm a certified credit repair agent. But the certification for credit repair doesn't even really matter because I've gone through the journey of restoring my own credit and I'm still learning about it, and also on the business credit side of things as well. So I know I have knowledge in all of these things. I've been a licensed insurance agent for 9 years now, almost 9 years. So that is service based. People always need life insurance. People always need financial services, right? And products. So I offer those services to a specific industry. And I know you're wondering, like, how does she do all of these things? Like, where do you find the time? So Monday, Wednesday, and Friday is when I run my financial services business. And I only offer these services to one industry, to a particular industry and a particular market in that industry. And so that helps me to stay focused. So on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I have days that I create content. I have days where I take calls. I have just days like I have my time delegated to that and how I work on that business. And it has been working out very well for me. And it only requires me to run it part-time. So it can bring in full-time income at times as well, because financial services is like a value-based business, which if you offer a service, you do want to make sure that it's value-based, like it's worth the value, it's worth the time, like the money that you're making from this particular business is worth the money. And so with life insurance, with credit restoration or credit consulting, with bookkeeping, and just being a financial coach in general, all of those are value-based businesses, high-skilled businesses. And so that's something that will never really go away, because people always need their credit repaired. Business owners, entrepreneurs always need business credit and want to learn about it. Bookkeeping, your business is nothing without it. And then life insurance, whether you need to personally protect yourself, especially as a mom with a family, but also as a business owner, you need that protection as well. So it makes sense for me because I know the money that I make from this is I can do this part-time as long as I have my time management right and what I'm focusing on is right. So I talked more about that in my last video called Time Management for Naptime. And I talk about the 4-hour work week and the 12-week year. Both of those are books that help you break down like how you use your time and how you can set businesses up for success. I got somebody crying out there. And so that's my service-based side of my business. So if you're wondering, like, how does she do all of this? Yes, this is how I do all of it. I don't work on everything every day of the week. I would be so burnt out, right? So I have delegated the time to work on certain businesses, certain days. And I just love the way that it's working out for me. And I'll only do it during nap time. So even as I learn and I set the foundation, I may go a little bit over, especially if my baby is still sleeping. Like, she went down late today. So going over the time may happen sometimes, but what I do now, especially, and I'm going to share this nugget and then I'm going to leave y'all to get to y'all Naptime Millionaire building. But what I do, especially now that my kids are getting ready to go back to school, is I really truly try to stick to the nap time. Like, my hours are 12 to 2. I will not push it past 12:30 latest. Why? Because I am on a very set schedule for my 2 youngest that are home with me during school. And I really value the time that I have during the day to work on my business. And so I make sure that I follow a routine where they know, like, it's time for nap. Everybody's going down because I have to work. And usually they are waking up around 2:15, 2:30, and then my older girls are coming home shortly after that around 2:45 or 3 o'clock. So I kind of take that time to decompress after working for those 2 hours, because sometimes it could be a lot, even though it's only 2 hours, because I'm like super focused on what I'm doing. That's where my mind is at. So I take the time to decompress, get them up, woosah, and now I'm back into mommy mode. But for those 2 hours, I am in Naptime millionaire mode. I'm in business mode, because it's just like, I know I can do this. I'm laser focused. My business hat is on, entrepreneur hat is on. And so I'm doing what I have to do during those times. So this is how I'm able to run product-based and service-based businesses throughout the week. And I love it. I really thoroughly enjoy what I do, which is very important. I am passionate about entrepreneurship, but whether you're passionate about it or not, it's a necessity these days, and we know that. The days that we live in, whether you have one child, you have 6 children, like me. Entrepreneurship and multiple streams of income is a necessity. If you're married, you're a single mom, like, just having this comfort and peace of mind around your finances is very important. And I mean, I don't know what else to say about it. That's just one area of our lives. Like, if we don't have it under control, we can't really focus on too many other things. Like, if we're broke, we don't have the income. If it's disorganized, if we're not budgeting, if we don't have the income coming in where we feel good and at peace and able to pay all of our bills, and even the fact of like just being able to do things with your children, buy yourself things. I mean, there's so many different factors that come into play when it comes to finances, that entrepreneurship, multiple streams of income, and business can solve. But I know that a lot of people feel very overwhelmed when it comes to that. And so I'm here to just simplify it, like give you just the principles, and just to open your eyes to see this in a different perspective, and not make it so much about the money, but make it about a time to enjoy, because you know what the outcome is going to be. So it's worth the work that you put in. It's worth changing, it's worth becoming, and it's worth, I wouldn't say sacrificing, but I know some moms feel like, oh, this is the only time that I have to really relax during the day and things like that. But it's worth the sacrifice, because what I've learned is that if you have a life without routines and systems, it sucks, right? But also, if you have that in place, like I do, and I run my business and stick to these 2 hours a day, because I'm telling myself, like, I'm not a 9 to 5 person. I'm not going to work 10, 12 hours a day, because I can't, because I have a village of children, a husband, a household to run. I'm not going to try to be working and stressing myself out. So I'm creating this life and setting the foundation for this life now, so I can really enjoy it later on and be like, it was all worth it, because now I don't have to sacrifice anymore. Like, I have everything set up and we are good. I could just keep adding streams and streams and streams and streams, right? I mean, the goal is to get to the point of like having a stream for each child, having a stream for each expense. Like, that is my goal. I want to have a goal for like a stream for each child. I want a stream of income for each expense, like the expenses for my girls, the expenses for my son, like just income coming in to cover all of my different expenses, right? And as my children grow, we get into so many different things, like just saving for college, and as they grow, they get into sports, they do all types of things. So this is important, but knowing that it doesn't require the time that people say it requires, changing your mindset is important. Knowing that you don't have to burn yourself out. You don't have, if you just get everything under control, if you learn how to manage your time, you work on one thing at a time, you can do this, okay? So that is my encouragement for today. And I hope that I wasn't talking too fast, going too fast, because I'm telling y'all, this video started out kind of rough. And so I had to pause a few times, and yeah, 6-month pregnancy woes, and yeah, so this is real life, and it is what it is. But it's all worth it. It's all worth it, and it'll be all worth it for you. So I'm Krista once again, and that is it for today. If you have any questions, please comment below, like, subscribe, share, follow me on TikTok, Crystal_Clayton. If you have any questions about like where to find business ideas, or you just want to know more about what I do, how I do it, how I set my schedule, how do I stick to it, like how did I work on personal development, because that was a big thing. How did I change my mindset? How do I stay consistent? How do I push through when things don't go as planned? Like, I can share all of this stuff with y'all. Like, I'm planning on creating this into a whole community. I'm just not sure where I wanted to be at and how I want it to be, but y'all, I'm passionate about it. So let me go. Thank y'all for watching. And here's to us moms becoming Naptime millionaires.